Well, that probably has still tying into who in your life has had the biggest impact and why.
It has to be my wife. She
Okay.
is, yes, it has to be.
She's hitting home runs. She's got all the bases going on.
Yes, yes, yeah. I mean, that's an obvious one, and so I think my other answer is I met a pastor a few years ago, and I think every pastor needs a pastor, and so I had mentors in my life, pastors in and out of my life, but I was kind of a solo pastor for a while, and then I met this pastor 2 years into me being a bivocational minister, and by that point I already hit a wall in my heart, and I explained how my wife was feeling about going to church, and around that time I think I was almost ready to quit, and then God brought this pastor into my life, and his name is Pastor Brian Park. He's in Korea. He has a kind of a virtual church ministry, Just Jesus, and a quite large following in Korea. Anyway, I met him, and he said something interesting to me. He said, "You're coming to God as a pastor and not as a child." And at first I didn't understand what he was saying, because I thought, well, I am a pastor. I'm supposed to do work for the Lord. I'm supposed to grow the church and evangelize and do all these things. And it just took a while for that comment to kind of settle into my spirit. And he, mentored me after that time. And now, many years later, I'm coming to understand what that means. I am beloved for who I am, not for the work I do for him. My chief identity when I approach the Father is a child. So although my one of my vocations and calling is to serve the church as a pastor, that is not really my main ability before.